to discuss the issues around miscarriage. I'm joined by the writer B. Rolat, who kept her pregnancy and her miscarriage secret, but now thinks other women should share their pain, and by Jane Bruin from the charity Tommy's. If I can start with you, B, like so many of us, you decided at that point of having a miscarriage, you didn't want to share that with people at that stage. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I actually decided to share it because I just wanted to challenge the idea of secrecy around the first trimester. People always say, oh, it's in case something goes wrong. But it's when things go wrong that you actually really need that help. And I was shocked to discover how common the experience is. You're not on your own.
And what about the women who are in a situation where, perhaps in a more senior position, that they feel as if there's a reason for keeping it secret, that they might be judged in the workplace, that then it's very clear to bosses that they are trying to get pregnant or are pregnant, and if they speak about it before that 12-week, the highest risk of miscarriage, that they will perhaps be treated differently in the workplace.
Of course, that's illegal to treat them differently in the workplace, and I think as we raise awareness around workplace equality, you know, we're looking at things like pay gap, that reproductive rights are very much part of that. But I can understand why women would want to share that at work. My point was really that it can be a huge, massive emotional burden, and as women, we're used to enduring physical pain. We've been doing it since puberty. Every month you just pop a couple of painkillers and you just kind of soldier on. And some people choose to do that after a miscarriage, and that's great, you know, everyone each their own. But, you know, I found that it was very much more devastating than I expected, and that painkillers weren't enough. And so I sort of reached out to all my friends, and I found a lot of support through that. And I think it's worth knowing that it's a very common experience.
Yeah, it is common, but it's also for the individual and for their partner a brutal physical and can be a brutal mental pain as well. What's your advice to women who perhaps feel as if within the workplace they don't want to talk about it before 12 weeks?
I think I'd encourage women to talk about it, because as we were just saying, women are protected in the workplace these days, and I think it's really important to be open with your employer, so that they can be helpful. And I think most employers, enlightened employers, would want to be helpful to any family trying for a baby. And because it's so common, so 1 in 4 people have a miscarriage, there'll be lots of people in the workplace, including managers and senior bosses, who will have experienced the same problem, and I think probably could empathise and help.
Yeah, while women are protected legally, it doesn't mean that a perception of feeling like you have been in a situation where you think your career might change or be halted because of that. That's the difficulty, isn't it, that we're talking about? That's why a lot of people don't want to talk about it.
I mean, at work I always, you know, spent a long time in an office environment, and I, you know, completely downplay. No one wants to play the women card, you know. You know, so I really downplay, you know, all the reproductive aspects of my life, and I'm not sure how helpful that was actually, because everyone else is doing the same thing. You don't realise how common these issues are. So I think it's, whilst, you know, everyone has their right to not share that information, you never know that it might be really important information for someone else.
Let's hope times are changing. B. Rolat and Jane Bruin, thank you very much for coming to talk to me. Thank you. Charities supported by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been inundated with donations following an online baby shower campaign. The crowdfunding push was started by a Meghan fan account and asked people to donate to 3 charities on Mother's Day. One of the charities received more than £4,000. Finally, this lunchtime, jumping off a bridge with only an elastic band to save you may not be everyone's idea of a fun day out, but for 40 years now, people have enjoyed bungee jumping. Today marks the anniversary of the very first plunge, so to celebrate, we've spoken to the man who dared to make that very first dive. Sally Biddle has his story.
Spanning the Avon Gorge 110 metres up, the Clifton Suspension Bridge was the birthplace of bungee.
I put a scarf around my face because I sure didn't want my mother to recognise me at the next morning's daily paper.
Members of Oxford University Dangerous Sports Club jumped off the side 40 years ago today, inspired by the vine jumpers of the Pacific island of Vanuatu, but this time with precision engineering and very, very strong elastic.
The woman jumped over that they waited to see what would happen to me. So I never realised this. And when I started bouncing up again, they all jumped.
But the original bungee almost didn't happen after a session of Dutch courage the night before. Planned for dawn, the jumpers were still sleeping off hangovers, and it was delayed till after 9. Bungee is now a global phenomenon with the highest platform in Macau, China, to Bond's GoldenEye stunt jump along the face of the Contra Dam in Switzerland. And age is no barrier either. Morkeet was 96 when he jumped in South Africa. But 4 decades ago, police were there to greet the original jumpers.
They were known, Las Vegas unit, they're the only police force I've ever known to bring half-empty bottles of red wine from the party in a brown paper bag and give it to us in prison. So that was the spirit of Bristol, in my romantic opinion.
Foolhardy or fueled by red wine, the Bungee 4 got away with it and bounced their way around the world, inspiring millions. Sally Biddulph, ITV News.
That's it this lunchtime. Mary Nightingale will be here with the ITV Evening News at 6:30 from me. Bye.
Bike servicing at Halford sponsors ITV National Weather.
Hello, good afternoon. Across much of England and Wales, it is a pretty decent dry day with some nice warm spells of sunshine. Do make the most of it, because after tomorrow it is going to be a colder feeling day all round. In fact, it's chilly across Scotland today, and as you can see, we've got cloudier skies across the northern half of Britain with shower outbreaks of rain pushing in, and so there's a possibility that some of this rain may just turn on the wintry side over the very tops of the hills in Scotland. And as we head through the latter part of today, through this evening and overnight, that band of rain will start to come east and southeast into Wales and the rest of England. But ahead of that rain, it does stay on the clear side across East Anglia and the southeast. Here, temperatures could drop to around 3 or 5 degrees Celsius, so maybe a few pockets of frost here and there. Certainly quite frosty across Scotland and parts of Northern Ireland. And with the continuation of further showers falling onto cold surfaces, there's a possibility of a few icy stretches. That's your way.
MOT at Halford's Auto Centres sponsors ITV National Weather.
Right now at Victoria Plum, you can save up to 60% on a fantastic range of inspirational bathrooms. But hurry, savings must end tomorrow.
At Morrison's, get 5p off every litre of fuel when you spend £40 or more in-store until Sunday the 7th of April. Only at Morrison's.
Money. Who needs it? This could be money due to you for missed old PPI, up to £7,000 of it. Don't leave it too late. Do something about it today. After all, when it's gone, it's gone. So act now. You can do it, we can do it. But just do it. Claim before time runs out. Call Gladstone Brooks on 08000 48 49 48.
Gladstone Brooks. Whenever muscular pain strikes, ITV gel is clinically proven to work as fast, as powerfully, and as effectively as ibuprofen pills, right at the point of pain. I believe Max Strength Gel. There's no stronger ibuprofen gel to fight pain.
Oh, fantastic! Nothing like the pain! Oh, fantastic!
For almost 3 decades, customers have been choosing Carl for A-rated windows with stylish sightlines, secure doors, and bespoke conservatories. Plus, there's up to 3 years interest-free credit. Call 0800 66 99 55 to see how much you could save.
Introducing the Black Spray 2 Max, with almost 3 times the power of any cordless we've ever produced. It outperforms the UK's top 10 best-selling cordless vacuums in independent tests. That's the cleaning performance of the best corded uprights in a sleek, lightweight design. The Vax Max core processor monitors the clock up to 1,000 times a second, helping to give you optimum performance on car